Hey everyone, you're listening to Athletes Beyond the Mind, a sports psychology and mental training podcast. Athletes Beyond the Mind is brought to you by Close the Gate Hoops and Close the Gate Hoops Mindset. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy this episode. It's a new week, so that means a new episode of Athletes Beyond the Mind. And this week's episode is probably going to be a bit shorter, and the only topic I'm covering, or the only little bit I'm doing, is how to know if you need more than mental training. As in, you need help from a mental health professional more than just mental training, which I want to emphasize, if you do need more, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, and it doesn't also mean you need something that's diagnosable like anxiety or depression. It just means you need a little bit more help than mental training is going to be able to do, because it's more than just the mindset. There's something else going on, which, again, totally okay. That's actually my field. I am a mental health professional as well, just not at CTG Mindset. So, how do you know if you're one of those people that need more? Do you take a quiz? Do you just assume you do? What is it that you need? The big thing is if you need more than just working on performance. Mental training is really, yes, it's strengthening your mindset, but it's really focused on performance and how to improve that in all aspects of your life. Yes, it focuses mainly on sports, but it really is about performance in all aspects. While mental health is about your daily functioning. It's about, can you get out of bed? Can you do what you need to? Are you struggling on the daily activities? Are you struggling with anxiety and worries? Things like that are just causing difficulties for you to do your everyday things that you need to do. So that's really the big thing. But again, how do you know, and what resources do you use? Because it's really hard. There's so many different things out there, and it's about what works best for you, and it's okay to ask questions, and it's okay to switch. So even if you're already doing one-on-one mental training sessions and they're helping in your performance aspect, but there's some other things going on, feel free to talk about your coach. Feel free to talk to your coach about it and ask some questions about hey, this is what's going on. Is this something that can be worked on in these mental training sessions? Do I need more help? Even if they don't know the answer, they can always ask other people. They can ask other professionals to learn what's out of their ability to do, what's out of their scope to do. The other thing to do is ask your family, hey, this is what's going on. I just don't know if this is enough. And I hope your family's comfortable enough to talk about that mental health, because it is important. And sometimes mental training just isn't enough for what you need, and that's totally okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means you need to talk to another professional that's their job. They know what to do. They can help you in that way, so that these mental training skills you learn, these CTG mindset things you learn, can actually work and help you, because then your baseline is where you need it to be to do your daily functioning and to improve in other aspects of your life. And there's some great resources out there, so please reach out and ask about them. If you have any questions of what counseling kind of looks like, reach out to do that. So just to briefly go over mental training versus mental health. So again, going over this. What are a few things to know about in regards to mental health? Or actually, let's do mental training first, because I think since that's what we do, it's probably best in that way to help you to know what are some things for mental training. So mental training, first of all, they don't have to be a licensed professional, as in a licensed professional counselor or that way. Most of them do have what's called a CMPC, Certified Mental Performance Consultant, but not everyone does. Mental training also focuses on those mental skills such as confidence, stress management, self-talk, goal setting. It really focuses on getting you to your peak performance, and the main focus is on sports or other aspects of your life that you're performing in. On the other hand, mental health counseling, the person does need to be a licensed professional. If they are not licensed, please do not go to them, and don't let them tell you that, no, it's okay, because it's not. In mental health counseling, you work on cognitive, behavioral, and emotional, which a little bit connects to mental training, but it digs a little bit deeper, looking at some other aspects of your life that mental training doesn't. Mental training really focuses on, yes, how it impacts your friends, family, and everything impacts your performance, but it looks even beyond that. And also, mental health counseling also focuses on improving your mental health in general and what's going on, even chemically, seeing things like that. And they can diagnose mental health conditions. That doesn't mean just because you go, you will be diagnosed, but it's something to consider that it could happen. Where's the overlap though? Because it both has the word mental in it. So what's going on? Both work on improving mindset, working on daily functioning, and can be done one-on-one or in group settings. Like I said, the biggest difference is really that licensure and the topics they cover. How do you know what you need? Again, talking and asking questions. If you're seeing a mental training coach or consultant, talk to them. If you're seeing one of us as CTG Mindset and you're just not able to put the skills that you're working on to use because there's more going on, talk to them about that. If you're seeing a mental health provider and they're doing great work, but you feel kind of ready to focus more on the mental training aspect, you are more than welcome to get a referral. You're more than welcome to switch. That's in your right to do that. Just talk to whatever professional you're already seeing, whatever consultant, coach, whatever word they're using, talk to them about it. And the big thing is to never be afraid to ask questions, whether that's to your coach, your teachers, your family, just to know what's best for you. Do they know any information? Do they have resources? You can check out our latest blog to get some resources. Mental training, please use CTG Mindsets. And there's some resources for mental health professionals as well. So again, I know this episode was a bit different, but I do think because the lines are getting really blurred in this world of talking about mental health, mental training, there's just so many words that are so similar and so many phrases. I really want to just talk about what the differences are and how you know what you need. Really, you know what's best for you, but the person you're working with will let you know if it's out of scope for them or if there's something more going on that they're not able to do. And like always, ask questions, share what you need to know. It's okay to ask questions, and it's okay to get help from a mental health professional as well. Just because you make an appointment doesn't mean you're in it for life either. And that's true for mental training sessions as well. It's all about building those skills each time, taking what you're learning, building it till you don't need that coach anymore. You don't need us because you're able to build on your own skills and take in what you've learned to really improve your daily functioning. Thank you all so much for listening. And I really hope you all have a great week and look forward to listening to our next week's episode as well. And check out our blogs, check out everything. Thank you so much. Thank you all for listening to Athletes Beyond the Mind, a mental skills and sports psychology podcast. Please follow us on all social media at CTG Mindset.